From your local source, WCJB TV 20, this is TV 20 News Weekend Report.
Good evening. Businesses are shutting their doors and some people are looking for shelter after flooding across some counties. TV 20's Danielle Prince spoke with residents about how they're trying to keep the water out.
When I looked out the back door and saw the water over the second step, in front of the house, it's down at the ramp, and we're both in wheelchairs, and I have to tread water and get everything wet, including my feet, to get out to the vehicle.
The rain that began falling late last night is causing trouble for cities across north central Florida. Dixie County Emergency Management Chief Scott Garner says more than 30 roads in Dixie County are underwater and more than 40 homes have been flooded.
I'm sitting outside now asking people to slow down because the wake is going, and I'm afraid it's going to go into the house.
Brandon Tumlin and his family braved the flooded roads to get more sandbags to soak up the water that has made it into their living room.
Went through just us, probably 100 bags just ourselves, not including the ones we got for the people next door to us. Sandbags
are being handed out at the county yard, but there are only a limited amount available. The flooding is also raising concerns about the city's plumbing.
Right now, we can't use shower, we can't use toilet, nothing like that at our house. It's all backed up. I think the water is so high it's got the system backed up too.
A boil water notice has been recommended for any private wells with water over the well casing. Right now, officials at the Emergency Management Center say their main priority is to make sure drains are open and water is moving throughout the sewer system.
I just hope they get it cleared up as fast as possible. Hopefully they can fix the sewer system at least.
For anyone who needs a place to stay, a shelter is open at the Trail Rider Club on Southeast 214th Street. Danielle Prince, TV 20 News.
If you are without water, clean water is available at 3 locations listed on our website at WCJB.com. Let's turn things over to meteorologist Mike Ismondi in the Weather Center. So, Mike, are these counties going to see any relief anytime soon?
Certainly doesn't look like it for tomorrow, and even a few of them are seeing rain out there right now. Now, it is light in variety, but still, you saw the photos from that image or from that story, and even adding on light rain to the already flooded conditions can cause much bigger problems. So today, temperatures obviously cooler because of the rain, but this has been the story. You can kind of see that rain sticking around again for another day, seemingly for several hours in a row at least through Dixie and Levy County, and still, even out there right now, still falling. And here's what it looks like as far as our warnings are concerned. Still flood warnings. We've seen the one now extended from a flood advisory from Gilchrist into Alachua County as well. That should end just after midnight, but you're continuing to see this rain move in. Even right now, we're still seeing it in Levy County. In Cedar Key, they're still seeing more rain, and they had flooding concerns earlier on. A pretty good amount of lightning actually for this hour. Over 100 lightning strikes in the past 10 minutes alone, and some moderate rain still falling in Cedar Key. Light rain moving inland now past 19, starting to make its way towards the eastern portion of Levy County, and even some more light rain falling there on the border of Dixie and Levy. So the spots that don't need to see any more rain right now are sadly seeing rain even at this hour. We should start to dry out a bit for our other counties. A chance of showers through the overnight, but again, we kick those rain chances right back up again for tomorrow afternoon. I have that complete forecast for you and what to expect coming up in just a couple of minutes.
Thanks, Mike. Well, the driver of a semi-truck is being charged with careless driving after crashing and spilling over 100 gallons of fuel across the Columbia County Road. The Florida Highway Patrol says 62-year-old Sergei Moskalenko of Palm Coast was driving south on State Road 93 while driving onto the exit ramp to eastbound State Road 8. The front of the truck hit the guardrail, causing the truck to spin and the trailer to jackknife. FHP says about 150 gallons of diesel and oil leaked from the truck onto the eastbound lanes of State Road 8. Those lanes were closed until cleanup was completed. The University of Florida Police Department is investigating a sexual battery reported early this morning of a University of Florida student. Officials with UFPD say the 19-year-old student reported she had been at the Grog House on West University Avenue with friends when she left with an unknown man. The woman reported she remembers leaving in a car and then later she was in a bed. She told police the man drove her back to her dorm, where she was later found outside by other students. Officers say they do not yet know if the crime happened on the UF campus, but detectives are asking anyone with information to contact them. An inmate that escaped from Alachua County Department of Corrections rehab facility is now back in custody. The Marion County Sheriff's Office received a tip escaped inmate Alvin Richardson was walking near Baseline Road in Marion County. Richardson had been serving a 15-month sentence for a robbery charge at the Bridges of Santa Fe when he walked away from the facility at the beginning of last month. Richardson was found today walking near the 400th block of Banyan Road and taken into custody without incident. He is now being held in the Marion County Jail on a felony escape charge with no bond. While there's no crying in baseball, some players are left disappointed after games were delayed and canceled during the Babe Ruth World Series. Heavy downpours left teams at the Hal Brady Complex playing only 2 innings on Saturday. Canceled games means some teams are left playing up to 4 games a day.
To come out, at 8 a.m. this morning to finish a game that was, canceled yesterday, and, to have to get the kids up at 6:30 in the morning and to be out here by 7, when you don't have to play until later on in the day, it does adversely affect you.
One coach says 2 hours of rain can delay the game by 6 hours. However, the game must go on no matter how much rain falls between now and the end of the series. The final game will be played on August 5th.
The idea of turning around and opting to back up a day and just tell everybody to stay, it's not something that we know that all 61 teams competing would be able to do.
As for the parents of these young ones, they say they're sticking around, rain or shine. Well, the saying goes, don't judge someone until you walk a mile in their shoes. Well, one Gainesville program is challenging people to live in a wheelchair for 24 hours. The event Wheelchaired for a Day was started by Ralph Strelakowski, president and director of the Florida Disability Access and Awareness Foundation. One of the project's first participants is attorney Dan Vasquez. It was through working with some of his clients Vasquez heard about the event, and he's already seeing some of the challenges this community faces.
Commute to work is less than 5 minutes, and by realizing tomorrow that I have to wait for the bus, get on the bus, I only take it 6 blocks. I'm only 6 blocks away from where I work. I'm thinking it's going to take 30, 45 minutes.
The challenge continues until the end of the month. Every 24 to 48 hours, the same wheelchair is passed on from participant to participant. FDAAF says this is just one of many projects they're working on for ADA awareness and plan on uploading videos for this challenge to their website when it's completed. You can find a link to their page at WCJB.com. A burst of thunderstorm activity is causing damage across the Chicago area. Coming up after the break, how the weather turned one music festival deadly. That's up next on your TV 20 News Weekend Edition. Stay with us.